What is up, everybody, and welcome to Gridiron Chat, our Wednesday night show where we talk all NFL. And this show is presented by none other than We Are Lions Nation podcast. How about that? We got Mr. No Days Off, Dan Leonard in the house, and
How's it going, everybody?
Smoking Jeremy B as well, and a couple guests tonight. I'll bring in the first one. You all know who he is. He frequents our show quite a bit. It's Big Dan, everybody.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
How you doing, Big Dan?
Pretty good.
JB, who else we got?
And we got Woody, a Chicago's Bears fan who also does a Bears podcast.
So is he your Woody, JB?
How's
He's
everybody
Dan.
doing?
What's up, Woody? Thanks for coming on, man.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Uh-oh.
1 second. I'm just double checking what Logan just said here.
Sounds like Dan's smoke alarm doesn't have a battery in it.
Excuse me, there are no days off. Would you check and see what Joe Nance said in that for me? He mentioned me in a comment. I think I just won a Lions helmet.
No, he just tagged you because the break was live. I actually just won a Panthers helmet.
You did? Oh.
Hey, Victor is in the house, says, sup, guys? Sorry I missed yesterday. Was making cookies with the fam. Hey, that's all right. Family time is important.
Yes, it is.
But we are going to take a look tonight at the current playoff picture, and then we're also talking about our favorite division, the future
NFC
division,
East?
the NFC North, sir.
Oh,
The black and blue division.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Mrs. Leonard says, hello there, everyone. I hope you are having a great time. We are.
And we
always having a
are.
great time. Remember, everyone, we are currently on our march to 500 subscribers, sitting at 184. Because got one more today, so thank you to that person. Make sure if you're subscribed to get, send us a screenshot of your subscription and be entered into the big giveaway, the 2 mini helmets and the signed DeAndre Swift jersey coming your way New Year's Eve. Don't forget about that. And if you're not subscribed, please do so. You don't want to miss one episode of this show. We have a lot of fun. Enjoy talking with you fans. That's what it's all about. Oh, we have Grandizer 12 back in the house. Says, yo, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, season's greetings to We Are Lions Nation podcast and your guests. Everyone watching around the world, cheers.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Cheers, buddy.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers.
Love it. Just got to put up the giveaway there. Here we go. All right, so we got some news to go over. The first thing I want to bring up is the big thing going around right now. And then I know, JB, you got a couple of topics, things that you wanted to bring up. COVID watch. So here's what's going on as of today from what I gathered. The COVID-19 pandemic continues to plague the NFL since the start of last week. 213 players have been tested positive for COVID-19, according to the NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. That's almost 10% of the league. 51 players were placed on the reserve COVID list Monday, including 3 starters from the Chiefs, Travis Kelce, Harrison Butker, and cornerback Kadarius Ward, and 7 Chargers players, including Corey Linsley and Joey Bosa. And then on Tuesday, 21 players were added to the COVID reserve because of positive tests. The Chiefs are the latest team to get hit. They Tyreek Hill, Nick Bolton, Rashad Fenton, and Lucas Niang from the Chiefs all hit, and then that brings a total of 13 for Kansas City. The Bills were also reported without one of their offensive weapons for the monumental AFC East showdown with the Patriots. Cole Beasley went on the COVID list as well. So COVID is we knew it was starting to come around, but it's really, really starting to affect a lot of these playoff contending teams, especially. I'm going to go with you, Dan. What's your thoughts on what's going on right now in the NFL with COVID?
That we all expected this to happen. As soon as you brought all those people back and brought them close together again, it's spreading like crazy. And you know what? It's going to be to the point where you're just going to have to suck it up. It's going to be like a really bad flu, and it is what it is. It's not going to go away. It's going to affect every aspect of it. So we just got to get used to it.
Yeah.
If the guy's not to the point where he's running a fever and he's not puking all over the place, if he thinks he can play, let him play.
JB?
Well, on top of that, I was listening to NFL radio on the way home, and they even said that there was another 30 positive cases today that tested positive. That's just today. And I'm amazed because we are the black and blue division in the NFC North that you didn't even mention the fact that our starter, Jared Goff, is out.
Yeah, it wasn't where I got the information from. He wasn't listed in there. So, but I
Right, and also our backup tackle, Matt Nelson, is out with it as well.
Yeah. What do you got any thoughts on this right now? I mean, big playoff implications for a lot of teams. A lot of teams down quite a few people.
Yeah, it's amazing what they're gonna do with these playoff teams during the playoff. I mean, what are they gonna do? Keep all the players in a bubble? Which actually, that's what they should do, because if you're a playoff team and you have, like the Bears last week had 15 players out and 3 coaches, then you have to call people up from the practice squad, and that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt these potentially Super Bowl teams if they get affected by this COVID. Plain and simple. I mean, let them play, like Jeremy and Mr. No Days Off said. I mean, you have people in the stands, and they're unvaccinated and stuff like that. Let the players play. I mean, that's just my opinion as well.
One of the owners. Oh, go ahead.
If they're feeling up to it, like if they're not showing high symptoms or anything like that, why not? I mean,
absolutely.
The only risk is you could potentially, pass it along, but so could the thousands of fans that are sitting in the stands. So
correct. Mm-hmm.
Big Dan, what's your take?
Yeah, I agree with what Dan up there said. You got to let them play. This is like I've had COVID 2 or 3 times now, and I can tell you, to me, it just feels like flu-like symptoms. Like I've experienced it, and it's just a common flu. You can't contain a virus. It's not going nowhere. So, I mean, if these players are feeling up to it, you should let them play.
I know, like, watching Dan Campbell's press conference today, he was wearing a mask and saying that everybody in the staff is wearing a mask, and they are making precautions to, try to do what they can, even though they're not required to wear a mask anymore. They're trying to, do what they can to slow it down. But I don't know, man. I don't think you really do slow it down. It's going to happen, or it's not going to happen. You just go for it. You know what I mean?
Plug it in.
Gridiron says, "Oh, the dog barking! Don't bite me! Don't bite me!" LOL.
I apologize for that. The Huskies are wild. The Huskies wild.
Crazy Ken. Merry Christmas, guys, from Crazy Ken. Thank you, Ken.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Dad.
Victor says, "I meant to mention yesterday that Who Dat Nation shut out the Bucks, Andy."
Hey.
Much to everyone's surprise.
They still suck.
Crazy Ken says, "Wouldn't bother me if the Lions went out. Let the draft be what it is." Yep.
That would bother me because we'd be in the basement then.
That's fine, man. I want the Bears in the basement.
You'd be down here with us. Shoot.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a Giants fan, man. I want the Bears to lose the rest of the way out.
Well, we play in a couple weeks. We'll see how that goes.
Speaking of the Giants,
Maybe we'll tie.
Victor says better than the Giants.
This is true, but that isn't saying much.
No.
And I grew up. I lived 15 minutes where Saquon's from.
We should mention real
you're out
quick.
here. What, you in New York or Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania.
So am I.
Yeah, so you might want to move, Woody.
Yeah, we've known Dan a while.
Don't stalk me, Dan, please.
Oh, he's on you now. He's already typing shit in his phone.
Yeah.
Oh, I was ordering some more bricks and rubber bands.
Yeah. Bolt fan says, "How's it going, guys? What's up, Bolt fan? Thanks for popping in." Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler. Merry Christmas.
I
Merry
always
Christmas.
wondered how Tyler found us. I always wondered that, being a Bolts fan.
Because we're that awesome. So he's like, "What? I need to find something awesome to watch." And bam, there we were. So
I'm glad he did. I just always wondered.
No, and I'm really happy. I'll just say this real quick before we take a look at the playoff picture. Thank you to everybody that has been popping in. We've had a lot of new people coming in, so I appreciate that. Hey, look, it's little. Is that little Dan back
Yep.
there?
Sure is.
Little Dan.
He's
What's up, little
running
Dan?
around going crazy behind me. So
Yeah, so thank you to everybody that's the new people that have been coming in. Question. Ooh. Your guys' thoughts on yesterday's game. Seahawks are upcoming on the radar and don't have one first-round pick. Dan.
Yes, sir.
Your thoughts on this comment that you weren't paying attention. Busted.
Bam.
Busted.
I was paying attention to something, but don't worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
The Seahawks aren't good. The Lions, if they get Goff back, they'll beat them. They're playing.
So you think
horrible.
yesterday's game was just for the Seahawks? Hey, little buddy.
hey, there he is. Say hi. There you go.
I don't know what
Hello.
other games he's talking about yesterday. Who
It
else
was the Eagles in Washington, and it was the Saints and the Rams. The Rams whooped up
Seahawks.
the
Seahawks and Rams.
Yeah, I heard the refs were like, obviously for every game that's lost, all the teams that lost complain about the refs. But I heard the refs were not on the Seahawks side last night.
No.
One thing that was cool about that Seattle Rams game, former Lion Quandre Diggs picked off former Lion Matthew Stafford. That was just great. I loved it.
Didn't Matthew Stafford hit the 50,000 mark last night? I heard.
Yes, he did.
Yards.
Yes, he did.
Congrats. Good player. Always liked him.
Bull fan
Expecting-
says, I honestly forgot how I found this channel, but one of the few that actually read comments.
Absolutely. We pride ourselves on that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sorry.
Especially when I got my glasses on, I'm able to help. But
You were paused
They're in the
for
other
1
room.
second. You paused for 1 second, and I thought you were done, so I read the comment. So I apologize. I kind of cut you off there. Playoffs. Let's take a look. So, number one in the NFC, Packers, of course, they have clinched their spot. Cowboys have moved up 2 spots to number 2. Bucks down to number 3. Cardinals down 1 to 4 after getting their A handed to them by the Lions. Rams stayed at number 5. 49ers stayed at number 6. And Vikings up 1 to number 7. In the hunt, Washington Saints, Eagles, Falcons. AFC, Chiefs are up to the number 1 spot, up 2 spots. Pats down to number 2. Titans to number 3. Bengals up 5 spots this week, up to that number 4 spot. Colts up 1, Chargers down to 6, and Bills stayed the same. In the hunt, Ravens, Raiders, Steelers, and Dolphins now starting to pop up and get a little closer into that picture. I'm going to start out with you, Dan. Thoughts on the NFC and AFC playoff picture right now?
The NFC, I honestly think is going to stay the same way it is right now. I don't see anybody coming up there. The Eagles, the only chance, the team I think may have a chance, but I honestly don't. And I think the Bills are going to completely fall out of the AFC picture, and the Dolphins are going to be the last team there.
I like that. I like the Dolphins surprising everyone and getting up there.
I like Tua, and I really like their tight end, Gillespie. I really like that guy.
Gesicki.
Oh, Gesicki from Penn State.
Yep.
He said it with that New York accent, JB. That's why it didn't come out as good.
No, he added an L that's not in the name. He said Gelsecki. It's Gesicki.
It's like when I say Jeremy's name, Jeremy Balsack.
Priests and old ladies, Dan.
If Logan was here, he'd be
They all
throwing the
looked at them
flag.
too.
Hey, JB, what's your take, buddy, on the playoff? We only don't have very many games left. I think we all knew the Packers were going to clinch. Your thoughts on the rest?
if the Cardinals don't straighten out the way they played, if they continue to play the way they did against the Lions, they could fall out of that, which would allow either Washington, Eagles, or Saints to move up. I don't think the other team listed there has a shot.
That was
Saints, right?
Falcons. Yep, Falcons would be the other team right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I don't
Washington Saints, Eagles, Falcons are the ones that are right there in the hunt.
Falcons got to try to run through that buzzsaw Detroit defense this weekend.
The playoff killers, the Lions.
Hey, 3 weeks ago, when he said it, he's been doing it now for 3 weeks.
Mhm.
The teams that have been on the bubble or doing well, he's been kicking their butts. Yes, Dan, what?
Logan's about to join up.
Oh, sweet.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Logan is the stat man, the other host of the show.
Yep.
Second longest tenure on the show, Woody, just so you know.
Gotcha.
Seeing as how we have our Bears fan on here, would you like me to ask my question regarding news from the NFC North?
Not yet. We got a
Okay.
couple comments that I want to hit. We got Statman in the house. There he is. His house is still standing. He's doing good.
Yeah, it's not in flames right now, so very blessed.
Yes. Thank gosh. Priests and old ladies. Hey, we just talked. The only thing we talked about that you missed so far was with COVID really hitting hard right now in the NFL. Do you want to give your quick take on what you think? I don't know if you've seen, but I think Jerry B said 30 today. There was 21 on Tuesday, 30 plus on Monday. A lot of playoff teams being affected. What do you? I think it's like 10% of the league. They said has COVID right now. What do you think, buddy?
That's insane. I mean, and I hate to be like going into the vaccine topic, but most of these players are vaccinated. They're still catching COVID to the point where they can't play football. It's just kind of crazy. I mean, there's nothing you can do to control it completely. And everybody kind of expected this was going to happen at some point in the season. I just hope it doesn't affect where fans won't be able to go to the stadiums and watch games.
Well, Dan had a good point
be happening.
Of, why not let them play if they're not super sick? I mean, they're allowing thousands of fans in the stadium anyway, so why not just let the player play? What do you think about that? Agree or disagree?
I agree and disagree. I agree to the fact that, they're only showing mild symptoms because they are all vaccinated. They're not really deathly sick, you know what I mean? Not at this point in time that I know of. Nobody's been hospitalized or anything, any of the NFL players. God forbid that happens. But also, I kind of disagree because the fact that now you're exposing it to other players that might not be vaccinated, and they could get deathly sick from it. So, I mean, it's kind of a pick your poison, I guess.
And then the other thing we just literally just popped up the playoff picture. Did you have a chance to see that at all?
No, I have not.
All right, take a look and then we'll get your thoughts. Got it?
Yeah.
So NFC, what do you think? Packers clinching that. I think we all knew that. What are your thoughts on the rest of the NFC right now? What we got 3 games left?
Yeah, I like seeing Arizona go down a couple spots though, huh? But we kind of helped out our division rival there with Green Bay, kind of locked them in for a playoff spot because of that. AFC looks a little more interesting to me because look who's back at number 1, the Kansas City Chiefs. They kind of look like they might not even make the playoffs earlier in the year the way they were playing. And all of a sudden, now they got that defense going. Chris Jones playing in that defensive tackle position, and it's helped out tremendously.
Well, one of the teams that we can't forget, one of the teams that was affected very heavily by COVID is Kansas City.
Yeah, I did hear about that. I know Tyreek Hill is going to be down. I don't know any other players.
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce as well.
They lost their
Yeah, they
kicker.
lost.
They lost
Harrison Butker.
Harrison Butker. Yep.
13 players.
Yep. But
That's
the one thing I
insane.
want to say is the only thing the Packers has clinched is the North. They have not clinched the number 1 yet.
No, I'm just saying they clinched a playoff spot.
Yeah, they clinched the spot in the playoffs.
I want to point something else out too.
Hold on. Before
Arizona
you do, I got like 12 comments, so I want to run through them real quick.
No, you're gonna make me forget now.
Luke G. Steel review in the house saying as long as Packers at one Lions should have an easy win week 17. Eric in the house saying go Lions. Go Lions, Eric. Luke
Yes,
says,
go
LOL.
Lions.
Granddaddy 12 says go Dolphins, fins up all day, every day, and twice on game day. Dan Campbell, former tight end coach and interim head coach of the Dolphins.
Yes, sir.
Victor says Lions will win again. Granddad just says, do you have a Vikings content creator to add on your show for your NFC North next week's show? I know of one in case you need one. That's right now.
It's right now.
Yeah.
Luke G says players need to stay home and chill out. Like, how the hell can someone have that much money and not hang at home?
Right.
Beats me.
Good point. Larry Fitzgerald got COVID and it set him out for weeks. It really hurt the Cards. I don't recall if when he got it he was vaccinated or had the first round. Victor says
That was last year. He retired this year.
Victor says it might be Packers and Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Now we are all caught up. Dan?
The Arizona Cardinals are still a bunch of cowards and still have not tweeted out the loss.
No, they won't.
The only thing I wanted to add to the news stuff, because we kind of went into the playoff and everything else without covering all the news we had, was on Monday Night Football for the first, and I believe, unless I'm mistaken, for the first time since the Super Bowl game when Bill Cowher got an unsportsmanlike conduct versus Dallas, Matt Nagy got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against him in the Monday Night Football game. Seeing how we have a Bears fan on the panel, I figured it was a great question to ask about what do you think about that and the repercussions it's going to have later on in the organization.
What about firing Nagy? That's got to be hands down. I mean, he's trying to fire the team. He already lost the locker room. Absolutely, already lost the locker room. And he's trying to fire the team up, like, oh, Nagy's doing a good job, blah blah. Let's fight for this 1 yard when we should have had the first down anyway. But Nagy's it's not only starts with Nagy, it's got to start up top. McCaskey already said he might be stepping away because he has lack of football knowledge. And I'm like, oh boy. So then you gotta go down to Phillips. Then you gotta go to Ryan Pace. You gotta clean the house. You have to. And
McCaskey is the president of football operations, correct?
Correct. Yep. So it's got to be a total house clean out. It's not like get rid of this person and then let it go. You got to do a whole total rebuild of the whole organization.
Kind of like what they did here in Detroit this year, huh?
Yep, but it's just it's like the Bears have been rebuilding for years. Last time they won the division, I believe, was 2018, and the last time we were in the Super Bowl was 2006. And if it wasn't for our defense, we wouldn't have been in that Super Bowl because we had Sexy Rexy running the offense.
Whoa, man! Do not knock that man.
He called him Sexy Rexy.
When's the last time we won the division? It was when it was Central, right? NFC Central Division.
97. Wasn't that the last time?
We've been rebuilding a long time.
Right.
We've been rebuilding. We've been rebuilding since 1958.
Look, all those rebuilds didn't count. This is the one.
Yeah.
They're really doing it this year. They did what they were supposed to do this year, what they should have done a long time ago, and get the right damn personnel in there to actually rebuild a football team.
Hey.
And now they're doing it.
Did you guys see that meme on Facebook today with Justin Fields? And it says, "I was just stretching before before the game, and Nagy just came over and kicked me."
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was making fun of Urban.
But like I was saying before, if I was the Bears and you want to start cleaning stuff up, I wouldn't even start Fields the rest of the year. You know, we don't have a number 1 pick, and we suck. So if he gets hurt, we're pretty much screwed. So I would either start Foles. Yeah, you know, Dalton's still out because of his hand, and he had COVID. I'd start Foles and let it ride. What's that GM's name in New York there, Dan, that you love so much?
Oh, ghetto shit. The guy that's going to be gone. Thank God.
Yeah, I love him. I love him. I love him because he signed Kenny Galladay.
Well, we got to keep it moving, JB. So, Woody, I want to get your take because we haven't got to you yet. I want to get your take on the playoff picture.
Well, I hate to say it, but right now, Packers are probably in the NFC the most consistent team. I did say, you got to worry about, Tampa Bay, but since they lost Godwin for the year, Fournette's, been shaky the last couple of weeks. He's been hurt. So, like I said, I hate to say it, but I think Packers are gonna, they might head to the Super Bowl this year. They're the most consistent team right now. And I was laughing at the Eagles fans last night because they won, but they actually helped Dallas out in the standings or the playoff seeds and stuff one more closer to the because they beat Washington to the division lead. So the Packers, you got Rams are up and down all year, but the team that's coming along up pretty far is watch out for the Niners. They're looking good right now. So that's just my take on the NFC. The AFC, I agree that the Bills are just gonna falter. I'm impressed with the Dolphins, how their win streak they got going on, and who thought the Patriots would be where they are right now?
I knew they'd be decent, but I didn't think they'd be up that high.
No. So, and the Chiefs, they started out rough, and now they're number 1 seed. So, it's going to be AFC is going to be to the end, to the last week.
Since you're this is your we don't get to see you that often at all. So, who are you calling? Who's taking it? Who's going to the big game?
If I had to pick right now, like I said, I have to say, Green Bay on how they're playing, and like I said, a consistent team. In the AFC, Kansas City's up in the air since they had a slow start, but my surprise team in the AFC would be Indianapolis right now. They're looking pretty good with a big run game, good defense, good offensive line. I know it's Carson Wentz's first year, but both are coming along. They're surprising teams right now.
Yeah. Big Dan.
Yeah, I like I don't think much changes on the NFC side, or probably not much on the AFC either. But I like I'm going to favor the Packers, unfortunately, unless their coach takes the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands again, like last year. And I also like the Colts as a surprise team. I think they could win a game or two out of the AFC.
Yeah, Colts was one a few weeks ago. I mentioned that is one that you need to watch for. I kind of had doubts on Kansas City at first, but they just all of a sudden just turned back into the old Kansas City Chiefs, and here they are. That defense changing it around. As long as this COVID doesn't affect them too long, I think they're going to be tough to beat down the stretch. Michael Huck says Bears this year are where we were last year.
I mean, that's not really a knock. That's an honest statement.
Right.
Say
Is
it,
that
Andy,
why
read it.
everybody's laughing?
Granddaughter says, "Sexy Rexy. He is too sexy for his shirt. So sexy that it hurts." Lions hits the recent button correctly this time. It's a matter of their draft picks panning out, hopefully. At least Lions front office realized it was long overdue.
Yep.
1991 was their best year when they went to Washington in the NFC Championship game. All caught up.
And I want to add one more team that could be scary going into playoffs, and that's if they get Derrick Henry back, the Tennessee Titans. Because when Derrick Henry was on the field, he was unstoppable.
Yep.
I don't
But
know
it's
what
still-
the plans are for him, when he's supposed to be coming back or not. I
They
haven't
said
heard anything.
they said like when they get to the playoffs, he could be there the first playoff game. So we'll see
Right.
what happens.
He's missing all of the regular season. And here's the problem with that is ever since he's went down, they're only winning once every 4 weeks now. They can't find a consistent run game, and Tannehill is not good enough of a quarterback to carry a team.
But when he went,
When we started this show, the Titans were number 1.
Yes.
Yep.
They're sitting at number 3 now.
they're
That's
the
an
number
8-week.
one team with Derrick Henry in.
I agree with that. And get Brown back too. That's another thing too. If they can get Brown back,
They
What about
literally
Tampa Bay?
controlled games with just Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
well, let's jump over and take a look at our featured division tonight, the NFC North. We got the Fudge Packers sitting in at 11-3 in first place. Vikings at 7-7. Lions fourth, 2-11-1, and sitting in third, the Bears. Since I'm not gonna jump around this time like I did last week. So, Dan, your thoughts on the NFC North?
I like the way you said fourth instead of last. I just want to point that out there. There's a nice little play on words there.
That's how I do it every week. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
sure.
last. There's no last.
It's kind of panned out the way we all expected it to. I honestly think the Lions are going to finish third, though, because I don't see the Bears winning another one right now with the way they're playing.
Well, we'll beat the
Lions always
Giants.
have hope. They're not going to beat the Giants, and the Giants have a good defense. Our offense sucks ass, but we have a great defense.
So the NFC North, in your eyes, is pretty much played out exactly how you thought it would.
Yeah. I honestly thought the Bears would probably be a little bit better, but the positioning that they're in right now is where I thought it was going to be.
What do you think, JB?
Well, I told you at the beginning of the season, at best, I saw 5 wins for Detroit. Unless everybody bought in, they stayed healthy, and they played above their pay grade. That was my caveat to the whole thing. It didn't happen. They're finally playing above their pay grade, which I give that a testament to the coaching staff, and that Dan Campbell 100% is the right man for the job during this rebuild in Detroit. The other thing that I said it's probably going to be Packers, Vikings. I said, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't play, it'd be Vikings, Packers. That's the only thing that would have switched. It's right in the order I thought it would be.
Statman?
See, I'm going to go all hopium on this one. I had the roles completely reversed. I had Green Bay at the bottom and Detroit at the top at the beginning of the year.
I remember when I used to do drugs too.
I remember my first beer.
Yeah, I was right there with Statman. I said 11-2. I said 11-2, and yep, see how that worked. It's like reverse, almost.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say what order. Okay.
Oh yeah, you
No.
did.
No.
I think anybody in the NFC North other than Green Bay wants Green Bay at the bottom.
Now, Woody, before I have one kind of before we talk about the division. I'm so glad you're on here because I want to get your kind of take on Justin Fields. a lot of Bears fans are not liking him. What is your take on that? Do you think he's a good quality quarterback? Have you seen enough from him, or what?
No, I haven't seen enough of him. I mean, I wouldn't praise anybody to start their first rookie year behind that offensive line. He is making rookie mistakes. He is leading the league in turnovers, I believe, and I think he will grow. That's what I believe. In the beginning, when we did draft him, I'm like, oh boy, an Ohio State quarterback. Oh boy. And everybody knows how they pan out. But I think Bears have to concentrate on their offensive line. He is actually a pocket passer, Justin Fields. So if they get an offensive line, I think he'll shine. It's just that old line we got to fix, and we got to fix it quick, or they're gonna hang him out to dry.
Yeah, I was wondering because obviously I've seen many games that he played in, some of the games he played in, and there's times where he looked okay, there's times where he looked really good, and then there's a lot of times where you could tell he still needed some time. And just seeing all the comments I've seen on social media lately about him, people saying he was garbage or a bust pick. You think with a good stout offensive line, give him time to throw the ball.
Absolutely.
I could agree with you on that. Maybe he's got something as long as he can get protection and be able to have time to make those throws.
Yeah, like I said, the rookie mistakes, like the other night when you're throwing a screen pass and the running back's not open, throw it towards his feet, and he held the ball. He held the ball and got sacked. Now
he looks like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah, there's some times when there's nobody to pass and he's rolling out and he doesn't throw it out of bounds. He tries to make something out of it and he gets sacked or he gains 1-2 yards. But like I said, if he fixes that up with a nice offensive line, because we had plenty of weapons. I mean, we're not going to have Allen Robinson next year. That's most likely a guarantee. But we had, he's got to throw the tight ends more. He was favoring Mooney all year. And when you stare him down, your receiver, you're going to get a pick. And that's what happened a couple weeks ago against Green Bay, and he ran it back for a pick six.
Yep.
So
there was a play, I think, in the last Bears game. I'm trying to I seen a glimpse of the highlights, so I can't put the whole play together. But he got sacked, and he just looked all weird when he was in front of the guy. Like I don't know. Do you remember the play I'm talking about at all?
Yeah, that was a screen pass when the running back wasn't open. That's where he took that sack. He looked like he didn't know what to do.
Yeah, he just looked. He's like, whoa, what? And then got drilled, and it was like I didn't know what he was doing there. So, I think with time, with any rookie quarterback, especially if you're getting hit, I mean, maybe with some time, we could see something a little better from Fields. So with the NFC, speaking just looking at the North, not just as a fan, what's your take on the North right now? Is that where you're expecting things to be sitting?
I said the Bears would be at least 6-11 or 7-10, but it looks like they're not even going to get to close to that. We got Seattle this week, and we got Minnesota one more time, and then we got the Giants. So obviously we're not going to get to that point, but I thought I had high hopes for the Bears, but I still didn't pick them to go to the playoffs this year. I am surprised, with Minnesota. I thought they'd have a little bit better record than they did. It's just, when you have Kirk Cousins, he doesn't really throw interceptions. He has one of the best play action passes, play action quarterback in the league. And, they squeaked by some games, but they still won. But there's some games that, they lost. I mean, I saw a stat the other day is that the Minnesota Vikings was leading every game this year at least by 7. They could have lost or won, but they were winning at least by 7. That's a pretty impressive stat, but they just couldn't hold a game. So But yeah, I'm surprised with the Bears. I thought they have a little bit better record, and Minnesota as well. But I knew Green Bay would be up there, plain and simple.
All right, we'll go to you, Big Dan. Your thoughts on the North?
Yeah, the division stands pretty much where I thought it would. I honestly, at the beginning of the year, Jeremy knows this. I thought Detroit might be able to win at least 7 games. I was dead wrong on that. But as of late, I really like how this team's playing under Dan Campbell. They're all the injuries and the guys on COVID and stuff. He's getting the most out of these practice squad guys and backups that we got in there, and that's really impressive to me. So I'm hoping, and I think there's a chance we may be able to win out. Now, it's going to be tough against Atlanta with Tim Boyle in there, until we get Goff back. But I think if Goff can get in there somehow, I think we got a chance to win out.
My skin just crawled.
You want to win? Just give Reynolds the ball and just pound it. Don't even throw a pass. Just run.
I
Throw
wanted
the
to add
ball.
about this division. I feel like we're the NFC East.
AFC East. AFC East here. You got the Patriots up top, which would be your Packers. Then you got the Bills, which would be your Vikings. They're almost good. Then you got the Jets and the Dolphins, who are your Bears and your Lions.
Well, at least Dolphins have a winning streak going on.
Yep. The other thing is about Detroit here, we're getting Jamal Williams back this week, and they're sending Swift back to practice. I don't know if Swift plays right away, but he's close to returning to practice.
I would have left Swift on the IR myself just to get him healthy for next season. I wouldn't risk that. He's had groin injury, he's had a back injury, he's had a leg injury, he's now had the shoulder injury. I mean, that's a lot on a running back, especially the way he started to run at the end. He was trying to be that Derrick Henry type of runner, and he doesn't have the body for it.
Here's what Dan Campbell said today about DeAndre Swift. And this is DeAndre Swift has been coming up to Dan Campbell and telling Dan Campbell that he wants to play. No matter what. He said even with whatever the record is, all that, he wants to play. He doesn't want to not play and be out there on the field. Dan Campbell said today that DeAndre Swift is still kind of day-to-day. If his shoulder, if he can take the hits, then he can good go, and he'll play him. He's not going to sit him out. So
your coach is an idiot for that. You sit his ass and don't get him hurt.
That's how I feel about Fields too. That's how I feel about Fields too. You're not in the playoffs. He's your bright star in the future. Just sit him. That's all I mean,
literally for the Bears, that was a must-win game. To get them any chance to sneak in, even as a backdoor into the playoffs, they had to beat Minnesota. As soon as they lost that game, their season was basically over.
Yep, they're eliminated.
I think that one of these years, hopefully next year, if not Detroit, then somebody has to kick them Packers in the ass and knock them off their little throne.
I'm still telling you, Rodgers won't be back in Green Bay next year.
Nope.
What sucks is somebody should have done it when Rodgers was there. You know what I mean? Like now people are going to say, no matter what, if the Packers don't win the division, they'll be like, well, Rodgers wasn't on the team. And
we tried 2 years since Rodgers been there to take him out. We had our chance. The one was the Fail Mary. The play that, why the hell was, I understand he was a rookie and doesn't understand the prevent defense, but why the hell was Darius Slay covering the flat with no running back in the God-blessed formation?
Well, hopefully one year soon, we will dethrone one of us. Will dethrone the Packers.
The other interesting factor is where's Devontae Adams? Is he going to be a Green Bay Packer next year? That's the number.
He's already been talking about wanting to go to the Raiders to play with Derek Carr because that's who he played with in college.
So we could see a whole new looking division next year. It's going to be interesting to see. This year is pretty much cash out.
Loves Bakery specializing in turnovers as quarterback.
Well, we got one more. Go ahead, Logan.
What I didn't understand either about the fail Mary, why didn't you have some of your best receivers out there in the prevent defense to go up for the catch ball, like the jump ball? Yeah, Calvin Johnson easily leap up and make that damn catch.
Yeah.
Or at least swat it away.
That's what never made sense to me on that play. That's all I had to say.
Yeah, I
Or if he
remember
plays
that. And I was
the-
thinking the same thing. I'm like, why didn't they put Kelvin out there in the prevent or some good receivers to stop
or
that?
if they
mind-boggling.
play the Bears with Calvin Johnson, he touches the ball touches the ground and they call it not a touchdown.
I just watched that. I
Oh.
just watched that earlier today. It was showing like
The
the
catch.
Lions and all the refs bad calls against them. It was like a compilation or whatever. And that was
Oh,
one of them.
literally. You can make a movie out of it. It's insane.
They did. It's called
Victor
the NFL
Lester.
absolutely hates the Detroit Lions.
Victor Lesher says, if you ain't first, you're last. It's true. Candace
Okay, Ricky
Erickson
Bobby.
says, hello, everyone. Hello, Candace.
Hello, Candace.
Facebook user says, can't count out the defending Super Bowl champions. Go Bucks.
I know that's going to be rough though. Without like I said, Tom Brady lost his star receiver besides Gronkowski for the year.
Hey, you know what?
Says, I said 3 wins, which is possible. Eric says pick Rams and KC. Michael Huck, off topic, Pro Bowl roster is supposed to be announced at 8. Anyone think Sewell will get selected? Yes,
Yes.
I do.
Should he get selected? Yes. Will he?
Yes.
Probably not, because the Detroit Lions isn't big in the media.
Actually, he's been in the media all year. They've been talking about him, that how he's fourth in the war for
$20.
PFF grade.
$20 right now.
And
I'll put 10 on it.
again, Roquan Smith got snubbed again.
Yep.
Amanda says, hey, guys, how's it going? Hello, Mrs. Statman. Glad you were all safe.
Mrs.
Yeah,
Statman,
no
tell Statman to stop being a jerk.
Whoa.
Come on, he almost had to call the fire department.
Throw
I
the
know.
flag.
What scared me was the fact that my kids were at home pretty much all alone today while I was at work. I'm just glad they didn't try cooking anything in the oven and end up blowing the house up while we were gone. And that's a flag on you, Andy. Take it.
On me? How was that on me? What?
Just
I'll
take it.
I don't know why they're throwing a flag at me, but I'll take it. I'm going to have the official review on that.
Still don't have a red challenge flag. Doesn't count.
Oh,
No
the
red
review is
challenge
in.
flag.
The review is in. That was not a flag. Hey, before we
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Before we jump in and check out Dan's parlays for this weekend, Statman, since you're here, which I'm happy you are, how about you tell everybody about that little giveaway we got going on?
So we got a YouTube subscriber giveaway. Basically, all we're asking you to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel and then take a screenshot of you subscribing. Take that and put it on our post on We Are Lions Nation Facebook group, or direct message us the screenshot, and you are entered to win all 3 items that we have up: a Matt Stafford Chrome autograph mini helmet. We also have a DeAndre Swift Black Eclipse autograph mini helmet. And we also have a DeAndre Swift autographed jersey as well. Very easy to subscribe. It is free. And, my kids can, if my kids were younger, like 3 or 4 years old, they could do it easily. It's very simple.
Not hard.
I just wish more people were entered. We have 350 something members, maybe 360 plus members on our Facebook group page. And we literally only have just over 50 people entered into this giveaway. It's insane.
Giving out free stuff. Come on, people.
365. And if
Hey,
you're
Statman.
entered, you're on that list, you can win all 3 prizes.
Statman, guess what I got today?
What did you get?
A Monty O'Ori helmet.
Just like you thought was gonna happen.
Hey,
Just like
buddy,
you thought.
here's the best part. Merry Christmas. I'm sending it to you.
Oh shoot!
What?
Snap.
You heard me.
You heard him.
What are you? No way, man. You don't have to do that. Keep it for yourself. You said you wanted to collect it.
I'm a Giants fan, bro.
Thank you, dude.
Merry
That
Christmas,
is
buddy.
freaking awesome, man. You don't know how bad I wanted something signed by Amani Aruwariye. He's a
Yes, I did.
freaking beast.
Hey, Woody,
He
real
is.
quick, you gotta tell Woody what happened when you went to the Lions game at the hotel.
So I was at the Holiday Inn Express in Allen Park. Me, my wife, and my buddy and my wife's friend all get into the hotel, and we see this group of people just standing in the lobby. And I noticed one lady was like, "Oh my God," this is her exact words. She says, "Oh my God, your dad's gonna love this picture." And it just like flew right over my head. I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" And we were checking in. It was probably like 6:30 when I checked into the hotel room. And so go to the hotel room. We wake up the next morning, and I'm got all my gear on. And this lady says, "Are you going to the football game?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh yeah, my nephew plays for the team, number 24, Amani." And I was like, "Amani Aruwariye?" And she's like, "Yeah, he was in the lobby last night. We were all hanging out with family and everything." And I'm like, "Are you fuck?" I was so mad. I even brought 2 permanent markers to get an autograph. That was my whole wanting to do at the football game was get an autograph, and I could have got it right at my hotel room. It's insane.
Wow. That's yeah, that's insane. Gotta
Still
kick
kicking
yourself
myself.
for not getting any autograph, huh?
Right. And then the craziest thing is Amani Aruwariye doesn't do a whole lot of signings. So his items are very hard to find online. You look for anything autographed by that guy is almost impossible.
That's the only one we found.
Even on NFLshop.com, there's nothing signed by him on that site. Either.
Did you guys try the pristine auction? I just got Dan Hampton's signed autograph Hall of Fame jersey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't went on there.
Facebook Guru says, "Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. You guys rock. Go Lions. Go Lions."
That
Thank
sounds
you.
like Joseph Host.
Mrs. Leonard says, "Hi, Amanda. I hope you are doing better now that it's all over."
Absolutely.
All right, Dan, it's your turn, buddy.
Parlay time.
Yes, sir. Okay, we got the first game today for the early game. Well, actually, it's a Thursday night game. I'm taking the 49ers, -3.5 over the Titans. Then I got Andy's Packers, -7.5 over the Browns. Closet Packers fan, ridiculous. Colts +1.5 over the Cardinals.
Go,
Pack,
go.
Then I'm taking the Eagles, -10 over the Giants because the Giants suck that bad. My late games, we got Seattle -6.5 over the Bears. Sorry, Woody.
That's okay. That's
Got the Raiders -1 over the Broncos. Bridgewater's, who knows if he's coming back or not this season. Taking the Chiefs -7.5 over the Steelers because I hate Big Ben Roethlisberger. And then I got the Dolphins +3 over the Saints. And the best bet of the week is Andy's Packers over the Browns.
Pretty solid lineup there.
Andy, you should show everybody your Packers jersey, bro.
Can't really disagree with those picks. Those
Don't know what you're
seem
talking
pretty
about,
spot
Dan.
on to me.
No such thing. No, there is. See, I did a thing, and I won an autographed Packers jersey, and it's sitting behind me on the floor, like in the cupboard thing over here.
He sleeps next to it every night.
Yeah. Nice.
With Aaron Rodgers' body pillow.
I wish my team was like yours, and I rub it. The jersey. No, I do. I got to get it for sale. It is for sale. It is for sale. Don't throw the flag at me again, Logan. Your BS flag throwing tonight.
You better just burn it. If you burn it, I'll forgive you.
I gotta try to sell. I'm trying to sell it.
It ain't worth anything.
Yeah, it is.
Cheesehead jersey.
Hall of Fame.
It's a Hall of Famer. It's at least worth $2 for the Hall of Fame signature.
Granddad 12 says he was like, shut the front door. Heck yeah, I want an autograph.
Oh man.
Victor Les says Saint won't lose to Dolphins.
Yeah, that's the only pick I don't agree with. I think Saints are going to be reckoning with as well, especially with Kamara back. He's running. He's always running good. So that I think Dolphins win streak is over with.
I don't. I think the Dolphins are going to win. I think Tua is a better quarterback than Taysom Hill or anybody on that roster, honestly. And the Dolphins' defense has been playing good. And Tua, for the past month and a half now, the dude's like stupid accurate.
Yeah, I don't get what happened with him halfway through the season.
I don't either. And this, you look, the Saints just played the Bucs, who have one of the worst defenses in the league, and only won by 9 points. Only scored 9 points.
Victor says no one buys trash.
It's literally the waste management colors.
He's not talking about that Packers
Yes,
jersey.
it is.
Yeah, he is. I didn't just go buy that jersey. That's what people don't understand. Packers.
Who's that
jersey
comment
mine.
from?
That is from Sarik Parinza. It's one of those not real comment things that are coming in.
I was going to say, I don't know what the heck he's trying to say there, or she.
Yeah, it's probably a spam thing. Victor says Kamara.
Karma?
Kamara.
I read it as it's.
It was close.
It was close.
You do not always read it as it comes up, because last night he said good and he said food and you said good. So I don't want to do that.
You disagreeing with him.
Sometimes I autocorrect myself. A lot of times I don't.
99% of the time, he just reads what it says.
Yep. To my best abilities.
And then we gotta tell him that English
before
is hard.
Logan does his thing, JB, you got a couple things you got to do. We need that shout out and your others.
All right, let's give a special thanks to A1 Tire and Auto Repair, 2 locations to serve you, one on Genesee Street in Saginaw, the other on Broadway in Bay City. New and used tires, custom wheels. Mention this ad, get $10 off a set of tires.
Thank you, JB. And real quick, Statman, if somebody wants to, I don't know, say, dress to impress with their We Are Lions Nation podcast gear, where are they going to go get that?
Well, you're going to want to check out wearelionsnation.com. Look at that nice bucket hat. I actually own one of them myself. Very sweet. Goes sweet with an away Lions jersey as well. And then you got that Smoking That Hopium since 1934 hoodie. And I think that's been kind of the fan favorite lately. So get a chance, get on wearelionsnation.com and check out the We Are Lions Nation podcast gear.
Perfectly said, Logan.
I'm rocking that hoodie again right now. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. So,
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, we appreciate your support, Big Dan.
not a problem.
Hey, who's that sniffing Andy? Oh, it's Uncle
Oh,
Joe
come
again.
So,
It's Brandon.
What's going on here? I thought
Let's
he was
go,
gone.
Brandon.
Next, you're going to have kittens behind you.
Bolt fan says, yeah, I've seen those comments. They're robots. Yep. Grandar said, I do Finn's fan here. Coach Brian Flores don't get along with Tua, nor did he want Miami to draft him. Flores wanted Deshaun Watson, pounded the table for Watson. It put Flores on the hot seat. Trade deadline came and gone, and now Flores needs to coach better to save his job. He quit jerking Tua around, and they let him do his thing.
exactly.
Here's the other thing. You have to remember, the beginning of the season, all the losses that Miami took was against top teams. Now they're playing a bunch of the bottom feeders, and they're beating them.
Yeah, but they're not just beating the bottom feeders now. The team started to gel properly there. And
Yeah, they handled they handled the Ravens pretty good.
Right. I'm just saying they had one quality win. They just talked about it on the NFL Network. The one against the Ravens was their only quality win. The rest of them has been against the Jags, the Jets, bottom feeders.
Hey, Grandizer, to your comment, shoot me a Facebook message and let me know how you do that because I don't know how to do that, and I will take care of that spam crap.
Yeah, what I was going to say, that comment did kind of look sort of like a vagina.
You said it, not me.
Flag? You're not going to throw a
Flag.
for that?
For what? Wait,
He's
for
using the
what?
proper terminology. I mean,
Exactly.
I did nothing wrong and got a flag. I've said nothing and got a flag tonight.
now you're getting
You
another
own a
flag.
Packers jersey.
for
You own a
complaining.
Packers jersey. You should be flagged every show.
This is bullshit.
Hey, there we
It's
go.
one of your favorite colors. You must like it.
The turning point for the Ravens were versus Ravens.
Yeah, that's their one quality win. I said that.
We should have beat them. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda? No, we did, but the refs helped them out again.
All right, JB, it's that time. Go ahead and do your thing, my friend.
Oh, you don't mean sing. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, it's that time of year when mental anxiety, depression, and other mental illnesses really take hold. The holidays are rough on everybody. You don't know where your bill money's coming from. You could be stressing about family life, being the black sheep, whatever it is. Reach out for help. There are plenty of people who will help you because nobody is worthless, no matter how much you feel that way. There is the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 24/7. You can call that number. And for the veterans who are committing suicide, every 22 minutes, there is the Veterans Crisis Line. Both these numbers are scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Reach out. Because remember, when you commit suicide, all you leave behind is pain and agony.
Absolutely. Thank you, JB. Crazy Ken says, another good show, guys. Thank you, Crazy Ken. And now it's up to Logan to do his thing and get us out of here the only way he can, the only way we know how.
All right. You ready, Lions
He looks
fans?
so much better like that.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, 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 go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go
Lions! One
One
pride.
pride.
I don't know what Woody's thinking right now. He's probably going to have nightmares tonight now.
He's sitting over there like, man, I really got to hear this shit.
just because of that mask, I'll have that nightmare.
What are you
That's how
talking
we
about?
know-
My nightmares go away and he wears it. He looks better.
Yeah, those are called your wet dreams, Jeremy.
Hey, on behalf of Woody, thank you so much for coming on and talking some football, sharing your thoughts on the Bears with us. We appreciate
Anytime, guys.
that.
Thank you very much. Anytime.
Thank you,
All
Big
right.
Dan, as well, for coming on again
Oh,
tonight.
yeah.
Thank you all who have watched tonight, all of you that stayed on with us tonight. Thank you so much. And, of course, my lovely crew, Statman, Smoking Jeremy B, and Soul Man. All right. Great show. Great show. Great show,
You
everybody.
forgot.
I hope you
What?
choke on that
Yeah.
big cheese penis.
I didn't forget anybody. That's what happens when I get flags thrown at me that don't count because they're not real. Hey, and Dan Leonard, of course, the man Dan Leonard. No days off. Mr. No Days Off. Dr. Von Doom himself. The man
wait.
with the plan.
No days off. Aren't you
Dan
on work
Leonard.
count?
No days off.
Hey, thank you all. Have a good night. We will see you Friday night for our mashup special where we make our for this week's upcoming games. Hope to see you all there. 7 p.m. See you there.